I'm going to do a quick demonstration of how to get an image into your Forces Are Everywhere project slides, and a quick way to kind of document things or mark up that image. So if I go to a new tab, and let's say I'm going to check out the Minnesota United, and I search for a game there. I search for images. And then there's one right there. So if I go here and I decide to take a snapshot of that one, I'm using my screen capture tool. Hey, I teach chemistry too. And highlight some of this. That's going to be my screenshot. If you're using a Chromebook, you just use that Chromebook tool screenshotting stuff. There's a quick way to select part of a screen there. And then I'm going to go here, and I should be able to here just paste that image. Yeah. So now I've got an image here. And that's the one I'm going to use. And for me to go through and start marking things up, I should be able to just go right up here and start choosing some of these things. I can choose a shape. I could choose this. So I'm going to say this is the Minnesota United guy, and I'll be a local. And I'll say, hey, I'm going to do that Minnesota United guy. Right now I can't see him, but there's a way to go here, fill color, and I can say make that transparent. So now it's basically just circling the guy. And if I want to make it a darker circle or more obvious, I go like that, and I can change the color if I want as well. Border color, I can make it black, and that might stick out a little bit more. So there, now I've got the player circled, or you can just throw an arrow on it. I might also say, hey, I need that object that was only experiencing gravity. I'm going to assume that this is a soccer game and the guy didn't get called for a handball. So I'm going to assume that right now that ball is freely in the air, not being in contact with the player. So I'm going to assume then that that means the ball is a thing I could use. So that's my second object. And then if I want to write text on these things, once I have my image there, this thing, this text box, I can just whoop, and say, hey, there's text, whatever I need to say, which is putting that in black so it's tough to see here. So then I can just go here and change text color. I'm going to make that red and see if that sticks out a little bit more, and stuff like that. I can change the text size, things like that. So the drawing that we need to do here and the highlighting and things like that isn't crazy intense. We don't need to go through and do a bunch of things. I can select this. I made it black initially. It's tough to see. I like that red. Poof, there's that red. A little bit easier to see. So that's a quick intro into copy pasting those images and how to mark those things up. You know what? I'm going to show you one more thing just to make sure, because you don't need to circle it. And if the circling part is awkward for what you're doing, you know, you can also go here and make an arrow, and then you can say this person back here is the person I'm looking at. I'm going to make the line a bit thicker, and I'm going to make the line bright red because that shows up a little bit better here. Now I've got that object, this person back here. I'm not pointing at the defender. I'm pointing at this person standing back on the sideline. And so I've got those sorts of things lined up. It's conceivable that you might have a diagram where it's tough to circle the person. Like here, one might be confused if I've circled the person or the ball. So, you know, either way, you can draw an arrow or you can circle things. Good luck, folks. Let me know if you have any questions.